Well, good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for the late joining you on the audio here, but here we are. Here we go. Here come the Roos on another rush down the left side. Jackson Drysdale. Ooh, that was a huge hit on the half wall, and the Roos are able to hold it in. There's a pass that goes through the slot and into the corner. Roos maintaining control. If the colors look a little different for you, the Roos uniforms, it's Alzheimer's night here at the Roos house, bringing awareness to Alzheimer's, and so they've got the purple jerseys. Here come the Mustangs breaking out. First goal of the game scored by the Roos. There's Nico Schoner with the goal. Spencer Sassenberry with the assist as the Roos dump back in. See if we can get the time of the goal on that one. That was early. Here's a shot. Steered wide of the net. Unofficially, shots on goal 5-2 in favor of the Roos. Good battle along the end boards. Roos had it momentarily. Couldn't quite push it in front of the net, so they'll continue. Finally, the Roos get control of the puck. Out to the point. Nifty move. There's a wrist shot that's up high. Taken by Braden Freifogel. Mustangs clear, but it comes back to the Roos. Sam Moshershak plays it forward. Nicely done by the Roos, and they try to carry it in, but it's off of Sassenberry's stick, and Mustangs take control. Because of the special night here in Alzheimer's, that the Roos are not wearing their names on their back of their jerseys, so if it sounds like the webcasters challenge it just a little bit, well, you're right. There's Scott Kremen getting in deep for the Roos. Another good battle for the puck. Sassenberry almost had it. Mustangs will take it back. Mustangs have that old school look in their jerseys. There's Connor Carlisle. Moved it forward. Taken away by the Roos, and here they come back the other way. Little 2-on-2. Good D there by Noah Patrick for Morrisville. Mustangs with a wrist shot. It's a glove save made, and will stop the action with 11:34 to go in the first period. 1-0 Canton. These same two schools are battling on the women's side, and they've completed 2 periods of action in Morrisville, and it's 1-0 Canton. Bailey Cote with the goal for the Roos on the power play in the second period, giving the Canton women a 1-0 lead after 2. Behind his own goal was Riley McKinnon. Now we're going to get a whistle. And we'll get a face-off back in the Canton zone. No, we'll take it outside the zone. All these SUNY Conference contests big all year round, but particularly as you get down the stretch and teams are battling for playoff spots and seeds. Forecheck here for the Roos. Logan Kelly held it in momentarily, but the Mustangs are going to take it out, skate the other way. Connor Sante got it to the blue line. The Roos are going to turn it back the other way. They got a little opportunity here. 2-on-2, wrist shot just wide. Good opportunity there. Good looking shot by Colton Alexander, but it was just wide. Didn't miss by much. And the Mustangs clears. Tyler Zimbrecki gets it down to the Canton end. That'll give both teams a chance to change up just a bit. Shot into the Morrisville end, and we'll get a whistle. Icing's the call. Now Rudy's here. That's good. Must be an important game. Rudy's on the premises. Oh, he's even got little purple pom-poms. Those look new. Either that or he just pulled it out of his kangaroo treasure chest or something like that. Mustangs win the draw and hold it in the Canton end. They got to the blue line as Mustangs tried to send it in deep, though they will on the second try. Ruse with a stretch pass. Good looking pass. Excellent recovery there for Wyatt Allen from Morrisville. So he got back in time. Now a bit of a wrestling match in the left corner as Allen's got one of the Ruse in a headlock and he's not letting go. Jeez. That was Connor O'Brien who had fell to the ice and he just got piled on. Ruse take it back the other way. High slot. Mustangs take the loose puck, shoot it back in. Got a goal early in this one, and that's it so far. As we're just past the midway point of the first period. Who's going to turn that over? It comes back in on net, and it's steered wide. Trey Miller, he's been playing well for Canton. Oh, nice looking steal here for the Ruse. Let's see if they got an opportunity, and they will. And that one goes just wide. Nice looking move there by Dylan Pollock, but shot went wide. As Pollock raced in on Chad Lowe. A couple nice looking chances here for Canton in the last minute or so. Behind his own net, that's Kremen around the boards. And out for the Ruse. 2-on-1 if they can handle it, not quite. Just bounced off the stick of Sassenberry. Spencer's played well. He's just a freshman. He's had a good first-year campaign for the Ruse with 5 goals and 8 assists. He's got 13 points in 20 games. That's a heck of a start to his career. He's shown speed, and he's shown he can handle the puck and certainly score. Ruse looking to work this out of their own zone. They'll get it to center ice. Mustangs take over there. Turn back the other way. Controlled by Mike Palandra. Ruse will dump in and get a change. Coming out of his own end is Caden Sutter for Morrisville. Sutter with a one-man rush down the left side. Tried to push that one in between the goaltender and the pipe, but Miller was there. Mustangs hold it in. This shot's blocked. Bouncing puck to the side of the goal, controlled by Canton. This was going to be gloved down at the blue line, and a good hit there by the Ruse, and now another one along the half wall. This one's out in front. Wow, good opportunity there for the Mustangs as Zimbrecki was in front. Couldn't quite control the puck. Otherwise, you would have had even a better opportunity, right? He was coming in just about all alone. Here's Zimbrecki again. This time it's a routine save for Miller as it hits him in the chest, and he'll hold on. 7:08 to go, period number 1. 1-0 Ruse on a Nico Schoner goal. Nico Schoner. Puck jammed up along the boards. Mustangs will take it. Sweep one toward the net. Stick save made by Miller. After it is Connor O'Brien. Got it in behind the net. And the Ruse get it to the neutral zone. That's where Logan James had it for the Mustangs, but then is that Prepsel? Forced it back in for the Ruse. No, it was Connor O'Brien. Saw the 4, but not the 7. I wonder what Jordan was doing so far up in the play, but it was O'Brien. Now the Ruse will have it in their own end. They've been looking for that stretch pass a bit here in the first period. With their eyes up ice. Over the blue line. Nice play by Jordan Mughal. Ruse can't quite control it, though. They'll get it back. Look to reset. There's that long pass, but it's intercepted. Offsides called against Morrisville. Here's our guy Nate Hart taking the pictures, working hard for SUNY Canton. Nate, you want to wave to the camera? No, he didn't have time for me. Rude, right? Rude. Shot in by the Mustangs. Miller steers it aside. Cruz with a chance to clear. They'll do so. Nice looking pass. This one's off a skate and back out to the neutral zone. Taking a dive there was Will Jones as he's lost his footing. Cruz come back the other way. Here's Alexander out in front. And the puck's knocked off his stick. Or that was Schoner, the goal scorer. Looks like he got whacked in the hand on that one. Nico is going to head to the bench, kind of shaking his left hand. Hopefully he's all right. A couple opportunities there that shift. Mustangs changing up as they bring it into the Canton end. A nice looking wrist shot right on. Miller controls that one. 2-on-2 the other way for the Roos. Here's a feed. They're going to call that one offsides. That was close. Good looking opportunity there for Canton. Was that Alexander? Wow, a little 2-on-2. That looked good, but the play looked good, but apparently it was offside, so we'll bring it back out. Shack trying to whack at it, but it's pushed by him back to 3 Miller. Kept in at the blue line. Rue's going to steal this one away. Nice play. Out to center ice. Canton moving over the blue line. Here's an opportunity. Backhand feed in front just goes wide. What a chance for Colton Alexander. Beautiful play there. Alexander fed by Logan Kelly, and Rue's almost connected. Nice little centering pass right in front of the goal. Didn't miss by much on the redirection for Alexander. Colton in his freshman campaign, 6 goals already, 14 points overall. And he's played 19 games. It's almost a point per game. Roos are just going to flip this one back to the Morrisville blue line with 4 minutes to go in the first. Canton's done a pretty nice job limiting the quality scoring chances for the Mustangs. Most of the odd man rushes have gone the other way. Scott Kremen controlling for Canton. Got it to center ice. The bouncing puck taken by the Mustangs, and skating it in is Caden Sutter. Roos, though, will quickly take it back the other way. Maybe a 3-on-2. That's deflected in deep by Hayden Bullock. Around the boards, and Mustangs cleared out. Intercepted by Prepsel. Jordan Prepsel dumps it in. Mustangs bring it back the other way. Roos again looking for a long pass. That's pushed into the zone by Dylan Pollock. Mustangs blew a tire there, but they'll control. Connor Carlisle looking up ice. That'll slide to the end boards where Miller leaves it for a teammate. Hard long pass there. Somebody got a piece of it because icing's waved off. Nice job there battling for the puck is Freifogel. And this one gets tipped. Back into the Canton end for Corey Liu. Liu and the Roos come back the other way. At center ice, the Mustangs take it. We'll give it another try for Canton's Nico Schoner. Rink wide pass. Off the boards, and we'll get an icing. Crowd beginning to fill in just a little bit more. It's chilly here in Canton today. And by that I mean It's horribly cold. It was like 5 below this morning. I think it's got up to about 0. Really fun to snow blow that driveway this morning. I've complained enough, I guess. We'll go back to the hockey. Brews make some changes as they dump it in with a minute and a half to go in the first. At center ice, it's off a Mustang stick, and that allows Colton Alexander to shoot in. Brews are going to steal this one away. Nice play. Here comes Alexander in front, and it just slipped by his stick. He didn't miss it by much on a real pretty move. Now here's Kremen down the right side. He'll take a shot block. Kremen again shoots, and it's blocked in front. Not sure if Lowe got that or if one of the Mustangs players stepped in front of it. This one's not blocked in front once again. Brews with a flurry here. Kremen moved it forward. Logan Kelly got knocked to the ice. The Roos still trying to pepper the goaltender. They've got it. The feet in front in the slot. It's tipped to the neutral zone. Nice looking shift here for the Roos. Some good puck possession in the Mustang zone and some outstanding opportunities. Somebody left a stick on the side of the net. But everybody making changes, and everybody out there now has a stick. Makes it a little bit easier to play the game. "20 seconds to go in the period as the Mustangs dump in. Miller plays that one up the boards. See if Canton tries for one more rush, or are they just going to eat the clock here in their own end? Oof, that was a dangerous pass. Deflected, and the Mustangs will take the last shot of the period, perhaps, with 5 seconds to go. Yeah, almost a dangerous turnover there for the Roos as time expires here in the first period. And at the end of one, it's 1-0 Canton on a Nico Schoner goal. Let's take a look at some of the other stats for you real quickly before we take our union-mandated break here at the intermission and go wrestle a hot dog out of the folks at the concession stand. All right. Shots on goal, 9 for the Mustangs, 8 for Canton. No penalties in that first period. In the face-offs, Canton won 7, Morrisville 4. Block shots, Mustangs 2, Canton 1. Let's see if we can get anything else for you here on the stats. I guess that's about it. As I mentioned, the lone goal of the period scored by Nico Schoner of Canton early in that period. Let me see if I can, looking at these stats on my phone, and I'm looking for the right tab to give us when, the goal, time of the goal. 104 time of the goal for Nico Schoner. Just one assist on that play with Spencer Sassenberry. And other than that, good play by the goaltenders, some chances for each squad, but Schoner, the only one to find the back of the net here in the first period. Actually, we got some other stats for you. Let's take a look. So actually, Miller with 9 saves, and for the Mustangs, Chad Lowe with 7 saves. Yeah, that's about it. That's all the stats that are good for the first period of play. So we'll take a break. And you can too. See you in about 15 minutes with Canton leading Morrisville 1-0. All right, ready to go here in the second period between the Mustangs and the Roos. 1-0 Canton on a Nico Schoner goal early in this one, just past the 1 minute mark of the first period. So Logan Robbins for the Mustangs had a little bit of a equipment issue. He's all set and we're ready to go. Who's out at center ice? Gonna be offsides? No, it's good. Canton controlling, but this one's deflected and taken back the other way by Morrisville. A nifty dangle there by Colton Alexander on a nice pass. Here's a shot. It's the side of the net. Nice play between Alexander and Evan Pringle. Pringle with the opportunity on the side of the goal. The Roos yet again. It's Alexander. Feeds in front. The shot is knocked down. Saved by Chad Lowe. Roos come out with a couple of quick chances here in the second period. Here's Freifogel. Lost it. Dumped in by the Mustangs. Stretch pass back up to the Roos. That one for Schoner. Schoner trying to feed it across ice. Now it will come back to him. Held in by the Roos. Bouncing puck to the side of the net, and Lowe will cover that up for Morrisville. SUNY Canton women's squad up 3-0 at Morrisville. I think I said earlier that Bailey Cote scored that goal. There must have been a change in the scoring because she's no longer listed as scoring a goal for the Roos women. And right now they have it as Jane Panko with 2 goals and an assist for Canton. So what a game for the senior defenseman, Jane Panko, on the women's side. 2 goals and 1 assist, and the other goal was scored by Kira O'Keefe, and Isabella Passwaters has an assist as well in that one. So looks like the Roos, with 7 minutes to go on the women's side, are in good shape to pick up a huge road win at Morrisville. The men for Canton trying to do the same thing here, but a much more tentative lead. 1-0 Canton. Off the draw, the Mustangs are going to shoot at the length of the ice. Icing will be the call as Kremen gets back to snag the puck. We've got a power play either way in this contest. In his own end for Canton is Prepsel. Played around the boards. Reflecting at center ice is Logan Kelly. And it slides back to Mustang D. But taken back by the Roos. Here's a chance in front. The wrist shot goes just wide. A big opportunity for Logan Kelly after Evan Pringle gave it to him in the slot. It's passed by Pringle. Kelly with a good opportunity. This one comes to the neutral zone. Pushed forward by the Mustangs. It's gone, Calves. Kremen trying to bring it out of the corner. Couldn't. Knocked off his stick. Played back out to the point. D to D. Here's a high shot that goes wide of the net by Noah Patrick. Another feed in front. That one's deflected out by Logan Kelly. Shots on goal, unofficial. 12-9 in favor of Canton. As Trey Miller stops it behind his net. Prepsel will get it. Roos flip it out. Bouncing puck to the Morrisville zone as the Roos make some changes here. Rushing up ice is Logan James. The shot is wide for the Mustangs. Roos try to take this one the other way, and they will. Drysdale dumps in deep, goes after it himself along the inboards. Cruz will come up with that one, at least momentarily. Now the wrestling will resume. Out to the blue line, fed in front, deflected just wide. Ooh, what a chance there. Nifty looking play. Connor O'Brien deflected it just wide, and that did not miss by much. Mustangs 3-on-3. Good looking shot. Miller just got the pad on that one. Hit the top of his pad. That was close for Morrisville. Mustangs almost tied it right there on a hard wrister. Here's Palandra. Nice looking pass. Ruse feeding it up. Here's a 2-on-1. It comes to the front of the net, and it's just off the mark. Couldn't quite connect on the pass. Nice look there by Hayden Bullock. This one's going to be flipped up into the netting. Four minutes left in that women's game in Morrisville. And it's 3-zip Canton. It's one of those times where you get the two teams on both sides playing at the same time. Mosher Shack going to lift this one to center ice. Roos are going to bring it over. Here's a chance for the shot. Nice play to the side of the goal. Schoner was there. Back at the blue line. Here's another shot. Wrister for Mosher Shack. Ruse buzzing in the Mustang zone. Canton controlling. Mosher Shack. High slot. And that's taken away. Opportunity here for the Mustangs on the breakaway. Looking to tie the game. Save made by Miller. Breakaway opportunity for Carson Walters, but Trey Miller makes the stop, and it's a big one for Canton in this 1-0 game. Mustangs with their best opportunity of the contest right there. How was that not icing? Did I miss something? He just fired it down the length of the ice. All the players on the ice were looking like, oh, why isn't there going to be a whistle? I don't know. It looked like an intentional icing by the Roos. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Did I miss something? I didn't. Yeah, I didn't hear. Mustangs are coached by Kevin Krogel. Assistant coach is Ryan Pascarella. Off the draw. Mustangs control. Miles Douglas there. Roos are coached by Alex Boak. His assistant Cristiano Versich and Trevor Christopher. Trevor, of course, played for Canton, graduated in 24. Cristiano played for Colorado College, D1, along with Coach Boak, who played for Clarkson, just down the road. One-on-one chance here for the Roos. Unable to get by the D was Colton Alexander. Got the puck in deep, however. This one's going to be held in at the blue line yet again by the Roos. Here's Alexander. That pass just off the stick of Bobby Voss. Mustangs will check up in behind their own net. They'll get some changes here. The Morrisville women have scored to make that game 3-1. There's a power play goal, I believe. There's 3 minutes left in that one, so that one's not over yet. There's a timeout right now in that one. Back to this one. Mustangs on a rush. That shot is waved wide by Trey Miller. Comes back in front. Nice opportunity there for Mason Russell. But he shot it wide. Roos looking to clear, and they will. Good looking pass, an odd man rush here for Canton. Hard wrist shot. Rebound is lifted up over the net. Original shot by Jackson Drysdale. The backhander up high by Jordan Prepsel. He was trying to carry it in once again, couldn't. Bouncing puck here. And the Roos will control, taking their time in their own end. Nice little tip pass, and the Roos will get it deep. Make some changes along the way. A breakaway moments ago for the Mustangs. They had a great chance to tie it up, but couldn't quite get it by Trey Miller. Otherwise, the Roos have had the majority of chances here in the second period. You could argue in the game as well. Nico Schoner is going to shoot that one in for Canton. Chad Lowe looking to get it to a teammate, but instead it's out in front. That hard shot by Schoner didn't miss much. He was trying to go top left corner and didn't miss by much. Deadly wrister. And the Roos will get some changes here. Trying to break toward the goal there was Moshershak. Lost control before he could get the shot off. Bouncing puck will come free for the Mustangs, and here comes Goncalves. This wrist shot's blocked by the Roos. Mustangs, a little bit of crowd there along the bench as they were trying to get a change. This one goes in deep. Pinching in for the Roos is Moshershak, but he's got to get back quickly as the Mustangs come the other way. They've got a 2-on-1 out in front. Big play defensively for the Roos as they break up the Mustang rush. That one on the backhander goes just wide. To be honest, some of the numbers on those dark purple jerseys are tough to pick up sometimes. Not bad, but yeah. Roos with a clean clear there. They've got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Over the blue line is Pringle. Pringle dangles. Pringle dances in front, then lost it. Tried to backhand a pass, kind of like a no-look pass there. Mustangs intercepted. He had that one on a stick like a yo-yo. Roos again with a 2-on-1 opportunity. Here they come. Prepsel over. Prepsel holds. Shoots right on. Save made by Lowe. Up high. And the Mustangs clear. So again, the Roos with a decent opportunity there on a 2-on-1. Played well, though, by the defender for the Mustangs. Canton trying to break out again. I'll lift this one into the Morrisville zone. Pollock is there for Canton. Will dig for it, but the Mustangs push him off the puck and take it out. Kremen, D to D. Roos push it forward, deflected in by O'Brien. Mustangs get it to the blue line, now out. 8:30 to go here in the second period. This one's going to slide down to the goaltender Lowe. He'll cover up. We'll get a face-off in the Morrisville end. So we've got another timeout in the women's game. Let's check that out. Yeah, that looks like that one's almost over. Final 10 seconds or so. Oh, the Roos have scored again. Sham Jackson scored an even strength goal. Is it an empty netter? I don't know. See, when you broadcast alone, you ask the questions and you give the answers too. You know this. Unless you want to chime in with any answers, feel free, McKellar. But so 4-1 Canton women on the road at Morrisville. Man, that one is almost over. In this one, the Mustangs bring it out to center ice. Good hustle there by the Roos. Yeah, I'm going to get a whistle. Hooking is going to be the call. I thought Sassenberry stole that one cleanly. Let's see if it's against him. Yeah, they're going to call that one. I thought he lifted the stick. Apparently, thought he must have given it a little tug. And so that'll be a penalty against Sassenberry, and the Mustangs have an opportunity to tie this one up on the power play. That was the penalty, 12 minutes, 2 seconds of the second period. And the Roos will clear that one out. And the women's game's over. 4-1 victory for the Roos. Congrats to them. Both teams digging for it in the corner of the Canton end. Pops free, and the Roos are able to shoot all the way down. Mustangs looking to bring it in quickly. They get the man advantage. On the left side, holding on to it was Will Jones. This shot's blocked by Kremen. He tries to whack it out, couldn't quite. Now it'll come back for Pringle, and he'll shoot the length of the ice. PK here so far for the Roos, and an opportunity now shorthanded. Pringle is in, holds, tried to stuff it by the goaltender. Couldn't really get a good shot off there. And the Mustangs will take it back. Just 15 seconds left on the Mustang power play. They got a 3-on-2 though, as they bring it into the Canton zone. Here's a wrist shot. Blocker save made by Miller. Final seconds of the Mustang power play. Here's an opportunity in front, batted down and cleared out of the penalty box for the Roos. That's Sassenberry, and he's got a 2-on-1. Make it a 3-on-1. Sassenberry in front, shoots, scores! Canton goal, it's 2-0. Beautiful passing play by the Roos, and they've got a 2-zip lead. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 15 seconds. Spencer Sassenberry from Fayetteville, New York. Formerly played for the Watertown Shamrocks, but he's got his 6th of the season. Timely, that puck just came out to the neutral zone just as Sassenberry was getting out of the penalty box, and the Roos turned it on up ice, and a race was on, and it turned from a 2-on-1 to a 3-on-1, and a beautiful play gives Canton a 2-0 lead. Roos controlling in the Mustang zone once again. Just managed to keep it in the zone. That was Schoner as he spun down and shot it in. Roos looking for another stretch pass. This one's going to be all the way back down into the Mustang zone. Smartly played by Chad Lowe as the goaltender hustled out and cleared the zone by himself. Turning it back the other way is Goncalves. He's got a 2-on-2. Goncalves shot just wide. Ruse with a 3-on-2. Puck slides to the side of the goal. Here's Schoner with a feed in front. Knocked down. Spinning with it. Trying to push it out in front. The Ruse working hard. That was Pollock. He is going to wrestle for it once again. Along the end boards. Nice play. Pollock with a wrister. Fanned on that one. Nice feed there from O'Brien. Ruse control yet again as Kreming goes D to D. In the slot now, a shot that gets knocked down. That one taken by Logan Kelly, and the Mustangs are going to clear it out. Ruse goal by Sassenberry was assisted by Sam Moshershak and Evan Pringle. So it's Sassenberry and Schoner with the goals for the Ruse. 4 minutes to go here in the second. Mustangs work it forward. Carrying it in is Fisher Moore. Mustangs get it deep, but the Ruse quickly control. Clear it out. 2-on-2 into the zone. Here's a nice looking shot. The rebound not there. All the way back at the blue line. It's flipped in by Palandra. Nice hit in the corner. Allows the Ruse to keep the puck in and hold it in. Here's Palandra. He goes wide. And passed over to the left side. Dumped in deep once again. Palandra trying to go rink wide there on the pass. And here's a shot right on net. Nice rebound control by Chad Lowe, the netminder for the Mustangs. Morrisville had a 3-on-2 broken up nicely by the Ruse defense. There's another stretch pass as Pringle comes in. Pringle over to the right side, and the wrist shot is right on, but Lowe makes the save on a good-looking chance there for Logan Kelly. Ruse are buzzing here. Looking good here in the second period. Here's another feed in front, and fan on the shot. Either that or was tipped by the Mustangs. One or the other. I think it was Braden Freifogel out in front, but now we'll get another Ruse goal. Ruse held it in and connects once again, and it's 3-zip. That Freifogel with the goal. Yes. Braden Freifogel with the score for Canton. And the Ruse have taken a 3-0 lead. I'll be honest, I looked down, I didn't even see the goal. I didn't see it. I really didn't see it. I looked down just for a second, and it was like, oh, all right, that's Freifogel scored. Actually, the webcast is a little delayed, so I've got it on my computer. I'm gonna rewatch it and see what actually happened. Here I am at the game, didn't see it. Puck goes into the corner. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know if it just came out of the corner, and it looked like a shot out of the corner, like an impossible angle type of deal. I don't know if he banked it off the goalie or what happened there. I'm going to have to watch that one again, but it's Braden Freifogel with the goal, the sophomore from Wyoming, Ontario, with his first goal of the season, 5th of his career, and it's a 3-0 Canton lead late in the second period, as the Ruse hockey teams try to sweep Morrisville here today after the women beat the Mustangs 4-1 in Morrisville. And the SUNY battles. We get a penalty here. Slashing's going to be the call against Canton's Bobby Voss. Bobby's a local guy from Norwood, which is about 15 miles down the road. Actually, Coach Boak is a former Flyer as well from Norwood Norfolk High. So the Mustangs on the power play. They were on a power play just moments ago. It was 1-0. They were looking to tie the game. Next thing you know, Sassenberry comes out of the penalty box, gets a golden opportunity, a 2-on-1, turned into a 3-on-1, and Sassenberry made it 2-zip, and then Freifogel's mystery goal, at least a mystery to me, came out of the corner, and it's 3-zip all of a sudden, and Canton in control. But the Mustangs trying to work their way back in this one. They'll be on the power play for the remainder of the period, barring a goal or another penalty. Here come the Mustangs into the Canton end, looking to set up. Instead, though, it comes to the Roos, and it's cleared out nicely. Good clear there for Moshershak. Mustangs bring it in once again. Full head of steam for Will Jones. Jones trying to spin out of the corner, but couldn't control the puck, and the Roos will take it away. Here's a 2-on-1 shorthanded for Canton. 3-on-2 now. Roos into the zone. Nice feed to the right side, and it just bounced over the stick of Connor O'Brien. Nice looking pass there, but it just bounced over O'Brien's stick. Almost a shorty for the Roos. And we're down to the final 10 seconds of the period. A wrist shot for the Mustangs. Blocker save made by Trey Miller. That could have been a big one for Morrisville, but Miller turned it aside, and we run out of time in the second period. So after 2 periods of play, it's Canton 3, Morrisville nothing. When the Mustangs come out in the third period, they will have 33 seconds to work on the power play. So we'll take a union-mandated break here, and we'll join you back up for the start of the third period with Canton leading Morrisville 3-zip. And another goal. Wow, what a start to the third period for the Roos as they get two more in the third period with just 1:19 gone in the third. And that one was from Logan Kelly moments ago. Before that, it was Braden Freifogel from Spencer Sassenberry. And all of a sudden, the Roos have a 5-0 lead. You know, this period started out with a Morrisville power play, but Freifogel got a shorthanded goal. And then Logan Kelly connects, and the Roos are rolling. This was an even strength goal, unassisted for Logan Kelly. So in two periods, two of the three periods, obviously, the Roos get a goal early. They got one early in the first. That was scored by Nico Schoner. Now they get two early in the third. We get a whistle here and a hook is the call. Hooking against the Roos, and it's going to go against Jordan Mughal. So the Roos are rolling 5-0 over Morrisville. You know, the concession line was so long. I got late here, coming back. Next thing you know, they want to fire the webcaster because he's missing goals. Mustangs trying to bring it into the Canton zone. Back to take a whack at it, though, is Freifogel. And the Mustangs hold it in. So Freifogel with 2 goals. I think Sassenberry's got 1 and 1, am I right? Take a look. Sassenberry, 1 goal, 2 assists. Kelly and Schoner, the other goals. Assists for Pringle, Moshershak, Alexander. It's a good afternoon here for the Roos. This contest was 1-0 after 1. It was 1-0 late in the second, but the Roos got 2 late and then 2 early. So that's 4 goals in a matter of, let's see, 6 minutes. 4 goals in a matter of like 8 minutes, right? Shot in front. Miller with the save. Wraparound attempt. Just hit the post. Miller's without a stick as the Mustangs hold it in. His goalie stick is on the side of the net. The Mustangs holding it in, but now they'll turn it over. Here's a chance for the Roos if they hurry. And there's the save on the breakaway opportunity. We're going to get a penalty against the Mustangs. As Connor O'Brien was going in, he got hooked. And Canton will go on the power play. Nice job by O'Brien there to gather the pass and turn on the jets and get that breakaway. A good save there for the Mustangs' Chad Lowe. But it'll be a Canton power play upcoming. As Connor O'Brien got hauled down. Oh, wait, we got matching minors here? All right, I officially missed something on that one. Jordan Mughal's going to, oh, no, I see what it is. It's still a 5 seconds left on the Mughal penalty. That's what it was. So the Roos will now go on the power play. It's been all Canton so far here in the third period. And the scoring's been all Canton here this afternoon. Roos on the power play. The feed in front is deflected, but it's held in. Good job there on the pinch by Logan Kelly. Kremen holds it in momentarily, but now the Mustangs are able to clear. The Roos scored a goal with 5:45 left in the second period to make it 2-0. Then they scored again with 2:12 to go in the second period. So 2 goals in the final 6 minutes of the second period, and then 2 more goals here in the early going of the third. He's really turned this game around, turned it upside down really from a 1-0 Canton lead to a 5-0 Canton lead in just a matter of moments. Roos settling in on the power play now. Alexander plays it back to the blue line. Here's Schoner around to the right side. Back to the point for the Roos. Good puck movement. They couldn't quite hold it in, and Riley McKinnon will go back to get it. We're going to get a penalty here. Holding will be the call. It will go against Canton's Nico Schoner. So it was a penalty to Canton, penalty to the Mustangs, penalty to Canton. So 31 seconds left on the penalty to the Mustangs, Ethan Henry. And when he comes out of the box, it'll be a power play for Morrisville. Barring another penalty here, but we'll skate 4-on-4 for 31 here. Mustangs win the draw, but it's all the way back to center ice. Some 4-on-4 action for a little bit more. This one's batted down in front, then swept into the corner. Ruzel look to break out. Good looking pass there. Carried over the blue line by the Roos Corey Liu. Down deep, the Roos take it away. The attempt to feed it out in front. Nice job by the goaltender. Chad Lowe intercepting that pass. Otherwise, Roos would have had an outstanding opportunity there, but Lowe got the stick out just in time. Roos now on the PK. About a minute to go on the penalty to Canton's Nico Schoner. Here come the Mustangs out of their own end, still on the power play. Connor Sante will get a whistle. Backing off sides here against the Mustangs with 13:36 to go in the third. Roos have had some big wins over the past few weeks. 2 weeks ago at Plattsburgh, last week at Oswego. And now today it looks like they're going to handle the Mustangs. So 3 weekends in a row where the Roos pick up big SUNY wins. In particular, you win on the road at Plattsburgh, you win on the road at Oswego, and that's something. As a matter of fact, Canton had gone 0-for-18 against Oswego before that win last weekend. So you want to talk about a big win for the program. That one was a big one, and had to feel good for Coach Boak and those players on the team that have been trying to beat the Lakers here for a few years. This one's going to be swept around the boards. And the penalty time has expired, so the Roos are back at full strength. Mustangs unable to connect with the man advantage. Opportunity here, a wraparound and a goal for the Mustangs. Mason Loso with the goal. And now we're going to get, I think, a penalty after the goal. So we got knocked down along the end boards. I think we're going to see a Canton penalty here. Roos are going to change goaltenders. Looks like Nate Hopkins is going to come into the contest. So we're going to get matching liners here. Or is somebody going to get an extra one? So penalty against Canton's Sam Moshershak. Pair of sixes up on the board. Moshershak, number 6 for the Roos, and number 6 for the Mustangs is Mason Losel. And looks like matching minors, 2 each. So we'll go 4-on-4. apologize if it's, I'm not sure if it's Losel or Losel. Losel. Pronunciation guide is not helping me out here. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Mason and family. But he scored moments ago in the wraparound for the Mustangs, getting them on the scoreboard to make it 5-1. And then Coach Bolt, oh, here's a chance for the Roos. A shot up over the goal by Colton Alexander. Roos will hold this one in. Good looking pass back to Alexander. It's going to be knocked off his stick. And the Mustangs clear it out. Well, after that Mustang goal, Coach Bolt decided to give Trey Miller a rest. He's been putting in some good time here in the last few weekends, playing great. It's nice to see Nate Hopkins get in, see some more action. Hopkins, this is his fourth game of the year. But, Trey Miller has really played well as a player. He's got a .928 save percentage this year and a .256 goals against average. Roos 2-on-2 into the zone. Sending it in was Logan Kelly. And here's Kelly with the steal. Kelly, nice feed, shot just off the side of the net. Good feed there by Logan Kelly. Is that Prepsel on the shot? Yeah. He had a great opportunity and didn't miss by much at the outside of the net. Tickled the twine, but on the wrong side. Bouncing puck, high slot. Mustangs intercept, but that one's deflected up over the goal. Morrisville holds it in. Both teams now back at full strength. Here's a chance that goes wide. Nice looking pass to the side of the net, but the Mustangs are unable to connect. On a good opportunity there. Chance for the Roos. Here's the pass in front and the goal. Oh, no goal. Gonna wave it off. Hold everything. I think they said maybe it was off. Did it go off a skate? You know, I thought it might have went off a skate, but I didn't think he kicked it in. Now the referees are going to talk it over. Corey Liu. I thought that was it Corey? 23 or 24? Corey's 24. Palandra's 23. I'm not sure who was in front. I thought right away that it was Corey, but it might have been Michael Palandra. I don't know. Trying to watch the replay on this. It looked like a goal, and now they're going to talk it over, and they're going to say no goal. Good looking play there for the Roos. But that one gets waved off. Face off in the Mustang zone. We are midway through the third period. Canton up 5-1. Good looking feed out in front. The goaltender's going to cover that one up. Nice pass to the front of the net by Bobby Voss. But Chad Lowe is going to cover it for Morrisville. Draw. Roos had won it, but nobody stepped up to pick up the puck, so the Mustangs do. No care at the other end is Ethan Henry had it. Now Canton trying to come the opposite direction. Couldn't quite connect. Ruse hustling. The bouncing puck in front of the goal, whacked at. Hit a leg and lifted out to center ice by Henry. Ethan Henry for the Mustangs. This wrister is right on. Hopkins was there to make the routine stop. Comes back in front of the net. And the Ruse will flip this one out. Racing out of his own end, Connor Sante for the Mustangs. They look to shoot it in. It hit the forearm of Logan Kelly. Kelly couldn't quite get the stick on that one, but icing's waved off as it goes right to the goaltender, Chad Lowe. Nice hustle by Kelly, takes the puck away. Ruse moving in. Nice little drop pass there by O'Brien. Canton got it deep. The Mustangs will bring it back the other way. Carson Walters, he'll shoot it in. Prepsel back to get it for Canton. Good hit on the puck, or good hit on the player, that is. And Kremen is going to get the Ruse going the other way. Here's a 3-on-2 if Canton hurries. Good deep, breaking it up for the Mustangs. Now it's a drop pass back. Prepsel tried to go the other way with it. Maybe should have shot it. Good look for the pass there, but couldn't connect. Just off the mark. Ruse are going to swipe this one around the board as Drysdale gets it up to Kremen. Back to Drysdale. His centering pass. Nobody in the slot there. Mustangs get out of center ice with a huge hit there. Oof. Give Carson Walters some credit. He got up quickly on that one after getting pasted on the boards. And he's moving a little slowly as he gets into the Mustang bench. Hopefully he's okay. Here's a chance out in front, and it's a goal. Ruse score on the deflection, and it's 6-1. Braden Freifogel from the left side. That might have went off a Mustang defender. Is that a hat trick for Braden Freifogel? Yeah, it is. Kelly, you got a hat we could throw on the ice? If you don't, yeah, it probably wouldn't work out since we got glass in front of us too. Braden Freifogel, the hat trick for Canton, and it is 6-1 Ruse. I thought for a moment there that the Canton player on the far side of the goal there deflected it in, but it must have went off a defender because it looks like the goal is going to be awarded to Freifogel. Here's a save for Hopkins on a wrister from the left side. Moving in, that wrist shot taken by McKinnon goes wide. Freifogel, his hat trick goal unassisted. Is the official on that one. Ruse now with 6 goals. Schoner had the first one. Kelly and Sassenberry the others, along with 3 from Braden Freifogel. Connor Sante is going to get whistled for a penalty here, and the Ruse will go on the power play with 6:11 to go in the third. Sassenberry with a goal and 2 assists. He and Freifogel, the only multiple point getters so far for the Ruse, which is surprising given there's 6 scores for Canton. Spencer Sassenberry is a +4 right now. That is not easy. He's a +4. Wow, +3 for Prepsel and Kremen and Pringle. Wow, some good numbers for Canton. And they're on the power play. That's pretty impressive for Freifogel, the hat trick, and Sassenberry 1 and 2 with a +4. The Roos bring it back in once again. And the Mustangs shoot it all the way down. 1:15 left on the Canton power play. 5.5 to go in the third as the Roos are in control. The Canton women 4-1 winners at Morrisville today, and now the men are up 5-1. So it's a good day for Canton hockey. Here's an opportunity. Feed him in front of the net. It's pushed to the boards. Nice looking chance there for Canton. And the Mustangs cleared out. .40 seconds left in the power play. Roos carry it in. They'll go rink wide back to the blue line. High slot. Palandra. His pass was blocked, deflected. We got a stick that's snapped in two. Roos bring it back over quickly, however. And they'll control. Here's a shot and a hard one just off the mark taken by Drysdale. Roos the rebound. This one's up high. It's going to come back to Drysdale on the left point. Feed in front once again for the Roos. This one's wide. Shot by Bobby Voss. Mustangs come back out the other way. They got a 2-on-1 if they hurry a feed out in front. This one goes just wide and an opportunity for Zach Nichols. That broken stick is really making its way down the ice. Started in one zone, ended up in the other. Canton moving into the zone once again. There's a hard wrister by Freifogel. He's looking for number 4. And a save made by Chad Lowe. There's another $300 stick that didn't make it. Served its time, I suppose. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly the cost of sticks these days, but they aren't cheap. As hockey parents know, sticks and skates, woof. Helmets aren't free either. Pretty good hit there out at center ice. Roos are going to get the puck back and shoot it in as the Mustangs are back at full strength. Canton moving it out to the blue line. This wrist shot by O'Brien is blocked all the way back to the Canton end. O'Brien's going to get it again, moves over the blue line, but then it slides away from him, and the Mustangs take the puck with 3 minutes to go in the third. It's going to be offside if the Mustangs touch it. They don't. Roos almost connected on a good-looking pass. Drysdale just out of his reach. And we're getting an icing call against Canton. Might have anticipated that one a little bit. They're going to have an unsportsmanlike penalty here. I don't know if that's a 2 or a 10. 2. Palandra. I don't think he liked the icing call, and I don't think the official liked Palandra's reaction to his displeasure. So it'll be a power play. No, wait a minute. Hold everything. There's a little confusion there on what's going on. Yeah. I think Palandra got a 10, and so. Well, he's got to have a 2, right? Because okay, now it's a 10 because the Roos have 5 players out there, right? So it'll be even strength. Palandra will be done for the day, but the Roos will not go short-handed anyway. So with 2:40 to go in the third, the Roos control in their own end. Game getting a little chippy out there. And oof. O'Brien goes down hard as he get pushed down. Now some pushing and shoving. Easy does it, fellas. Easy does it. Some more pushing and shoving. Some 6-1 foolishness here. See how they sort this one out. Penalties upcoming. Here's the thing they want to keep in mind. They don't want to do anything that's going to get them suspended for the next game, right? So it'll be Logan James heading out for Morrisville, along with Tyler Zimbrecki. Going out for Canton was, I think it was Sam Moshershak. Just trying to get everybody's numbers here, to be honest. Roos look like they're coming back out at full strength. We'll see if Morrisville does the same. He's all going to match up, or are we going to get somebody getting more than the other? Right now, as it looks like Morrisville might get the extra 2, but nothing's up on the clock yet as the officials sort it out. You can see that one coming a little bit as both teams getting a little chippy here late. Frustrations rising just a little bit. Yeah, we're going to see one of the Mustangs kicked out, done for the night, Logan James. He is headed to the locker room. Right now, up on the clock, we've got matching minors. And for Moshershak and Tyler Zimbrecki, I don't know what the call on Logan James is yet. We'll wait for that one to come up. Coach Boak speaking with the officials in front of the Canton bench, and then you've got the other 2 officials talking it over in front of the clock area. Looks like we're going to go 5-on-5 here. All right. I'll hold up on that. Looks like it's a Canton power play. If it is, they got to change it on the scoreboard. No, we'll go 4-on-4. That's what it is. Matching minors, we'll go 4-on-4. All right. I thought I counted 5 roos, but apparently not. And we're going to get a penalty here against Canton. Interference is going to be the call. Just finish it up, fellas. Just finish it up. 2:19 to go in the third. And it'll be Dylan Pollock heading out for the Roos. Getting crowded in there. 3 in the box for Canton, 1 for Morrisville, although they have another in the locker room. Now we're going to get a timeout taken by Morrisville as they look to drop a 5-point play. You know, more realistically, no, all kidding aside, I think Coach Krogel is gathering his team, telling them to play smart, finish the game appropriately, and try to get out there and score a goal, right? They got a power play here to work on. goaltending tandem of Trey Miller and Nate Hopkins has been outstanding here for Canton, as Miller played the first 2 periods plus and left with a 5-1 lead, and Hopkins has come in, hasn't given up anything. Nate's from Wakefield, Rhode Island, the senior. Hoping to finish this one off in good fashion here for the Roos. Yeah, if you look at the 3 goalies today for the Roos, Trey Miller's a junior, Hopkins and Kelson Hooper from Ogdensburg are both seniors. Trey Miller, the only goalie returning next year that's dressed today. We're going to get another penalty here against Canton. So the Roos about to go down, going to be too short here as the puck goes up into the netting. I guess they don't want to make it easy for Nate Hopkins. What are we going to get here for a call? Looked like he motioned like it was a rough, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I thought they could squeeze in one more person in that penalty box. They did. It's a little tight though. I don't think they want. I don't think there's room for a 5th in there. If one more guy gets in, the others, somebody's got to stand up. Got our baseball catcher Sal Diaz in there having a nice conversation. Sometimes he's lonely in there, but not today. He's got 4 guys to talk it up with. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for Morrisville for the next 137, and then it'll be a 5-on-4. Yeah, I think. Don't quote me on that one. I'm trying to figure out the no, for 148, and then it will be a 5-on-4. So almost the rest of the game a 5-on-3 for the Mustangs, unless they score or unless there's another penalty, and good chance of that. Good puck movement here for the Mustangs. Nice deflection out in front of the goal for Liu as he got a piece of it. Mustangs hold it in on the 5-on-3. Looking for a good shot to take, and they do, but that's stopped by Hopkins, and the Roos clear it out. Well, they got a chance for an empty netter here. It's headed toward the goal. Not enough juice, and that's not an interference call. Holy smokes! We had 2 guys just upend each other. Mustangs coming back the other way. Here's a feed in front. Hopkins with the save, and it's whacked the other way. The one nice thing for the Roos is because they're shorthanded, they can send it the length of the ice, take a shot out of their own end without an icing call, right? So they've got the good opportunity here to score an empty netter if they can get control of the puck, and that's the big thing because they're shorthanded 5-on-3. Here's another penalty for Canton. I don't know, why are they doing that? That's just foolish. Tempers flaring. 53 seconds to go. The Roos are lucky they got a 6-1 lead because they're going to be 5-on-3, down 5-on-3 the rest of the game. We're going to solve that mystery on whether or not we can sit somebody else down in the penalty box. We got 5 Canton players in the penalty box. Sal Diaz, our catcher for baseball, he's just laughing over there. Well, I only got 2 sitting, 3 standing. It's kind of foolish, though, taking these late penalties. Up 6-1 for Canton. They should just, keep icing the puck and skate away. Mustangs control. Off the draw. More 5-on-3 time for Morrisville as they hold it in. That's tipped away by the Roos. Canton I thought they might have a chance to shoot at the length of the ice, but the Mustangs do a nice job holding it in. Morrisville moving the puck. And we get a whistle. Did somebody come out of the box who wasn't supposed to come out of the box? I think that's probably what happened. I think somebody's penalty time had expired, and they came out of the penalty box, but, you really can't because that penalty expiration is not – you can't get on the ice, right, because they're already down 5-on-3 for, probably I lost track of all the penalties. I didn't write them down. So they're going to be shorthanded 5-on-3, so you can't come out of the penalty box. So are they going to put somebody else in there? That's the question. Soon there'll be more in the penalty box than there will be on the bench, I think. I don't know. I'll try to. Now somebody comes out. That's Mosher Shack. Still 5-on-3. Now I don't know how many. We got 4 in there. 4 hockey players and 1 catcher. There's 5 seconds left on the ruse penalty to Pollock. Off the draw here, it comes in front of the net. Canton couldn't quite clear it out as we're taking it down here. Mustangs holding it at the blue line. Nice save there by Hopkins here in the closing seconds. It's going to slide in front of Hopkins. He'll whack at it, and that's going to do it. Well done by Nate Hopkins and the Ruse penalty killers as Morrisville had a 5-on-3 for the last couple minutes of this game. But the Ruse battle their way through and skate away with a 6-1 victory. Trey Miller, outstanding day for the Ruse. He'll pick up the win. Hopkins comes in relief, does a nice job. Braden Freifogel, hat trick today. Spencer Sassenberry, 1 goal, 2 assists, and a +4. Incredible day for him as well. But big win for Canton as they get another conference victory today over the Morrisville Mustangs. And it was 1-0 after 1, 2 goals late in the second for the Ruse, and then a couple early in the third period for Canton allows the Ruse to come out with the 6-1 win. That's going to wrap it up here this afternoon from Canton. We appreciate you watching and listening. Hope you enjoyed the webcast, and have a great rest of your weekend, everyone.